David Menzies for Rebel News here at Trinity Bellwoods Park in downtown Toronto. And folks, I'm here to report on the City of Toronto introducing new rules for dangerous dogs. And that is indeed the very reason I'm back here at Trinity Bellwoods Park. You see, when it comes to dangerous dogs in the City of Toronto, well, I quite literally have skin in the game. You might recall when cameraman Lincoln J and I visited this park in September of 2020. And if you don't, check out this jarring footage.
Please move. Move. I don't like myself being filmed. You don't have the right to actually smash that camera right now.
I wouldn't do that.
I have the right to smash that camera. By law.
Don't do that.
By law, I have the right to smash that.
You have the right to smash that camera by law?
Yeah, by law, you know I have to smash that camera.
What law are you quoting? Brutal. Well, thankfully that tent encampment has finally been dismantled, and I don't see any other dangerous dogs. But speaking of dangerous dogs, so let's talk about what those new rules are for the dangerous dogs in Toronto, of which there are 373 residing in Hogtown. But in any event, here are the new rules. For starters, city staff will soon be on a regular basis visiting owners who have received a dangerous dog order. These dog owners are now required to post a new standardized sign that must be visible on their property, noting the presence of a dangerous dog. As well, dangerous dog owners must have their dogs muzzled whenever they are in public, and the canine's collar must display a dangerous dog tag. Owners are also now required to provide socialization and training for their dogs. And finally, such dogs cannot use off-leash parks. But you know, I think there is one stipulation in terms of these new rules for dangerous dogs that is missing. And it's this. I am of the belief that if you are homeless and you are suffering from addiction issues, you should not be allowed to own a dangerous dog. Now, the individual that had that Mastiff that he sicked on me was homeless. We know he has addiction issues, and yet somehow a known dangerous dog was allowed to be in his possession. And by the way, he was breaking the old rules. And consider this park, Trinity Bellwoods Park, as you can see, a tennis court behind me. You walk a little that way, you'll find a children's playground. So the very idea of a homeless person with addiction issues owning a dangerous dog, I think, is a calamity waiting to happen. Now, I did reach out to the City of Toronto. They provided me with the dangerous dog rules, the new rules that is, many of which I just read to you. But they haven't given me a concrete answer as to why someone who is both homeless and suffering from addiction issues is still allowed to own a dangerous dog. And indeed, is that where we are right now in our human rights madness? That even if somebody doesn't have a house, and even if somebody is not in the right mind, it is a human right to own a dangerous animal? It is absolutely egregious and outrageous. It is something to be addressed. Look, I'm not coming down on homeless people. If a homeless person with addiction issues wants to own a little pet, a dog or a cat, that means no harm to anyone. I have no problem with that. But the idea that such people can take ownership of essentially a threat to public safety on a 24/7 basis, that is outrageous, and it should be addressed by the City of Toronto. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, as you know, we love to tell you the other side of the story here at Rebel News, and as you know, we don't tap into Justin Trudeau's slush fund like the rest of the mainstream media does, but we need your help. Can you please go to rebelfieldreports.com? That's rebelfieldreports.com, and if you can kindly make a donation, that would be greatly appreciated.